we're really excited that we've signed a multi-year deal with the NCAA in America. So this is going to be a deal to provide student athlete education to up to 500,000 student athletes across all 50 states in the US.
The programme is going to be delivered through a combination of different platforms. There's going to be always on-demand, online content and resources that are going to be available to all member schools through the NCAA's website. That's going to be accompanied by a number of train-the-trainer type sessions where EPIC will educate certain members of staff from colleges on how to identify vulnerabilities in a student athlete and then how to interact effectively with an athlete who they've identified as vulnerable. That'll also be supported by a face-to-face programme which will be made available to all colleges, in which we will utilise our lived experience to go in and educate on the risks associated with problem gambling, how to identify those risks, how to evaluate your own relationship with gambling, and the convergence of problem gambling with the risk of sports integrity breaches.
And what we do know from past programmes we've done around the world is that student athletes and males in particular between the age of 18 and 24, it is a high risk sector or a high risk population for gambling related harm. So to get in there and do some proactive education, let them know what the risks of gambling are. It's really important that we go in there and open their eyes to this as sports betting opens state by state.
This is a hugely important initiative. When you look at the risk profile of a student athlete, we know from research that athletes are up to 4 times more likely to become problem gamblers than the wider public. That's down to a combination of factors such as their competitive nature, their will to win, time away from home quite often, and obviously the pressures of being an athlete. We also know that this generation of athlete within college sport has the potential to be the next generation of sports superstars, and that again brings with it extra pressure. So the fact that we're going to have the opportunity to educate so many student athletes who could be the stars of tomorrow is huge from an EPIC perspective.
We've had extensive experience in delivering programmes across sport in the UK and Europe over the last 5 or 6 years. Within the EFL, within professional rugby and cricket and all the mainstream sports in the UK and Europe. We now got that opportunity to recreate some of those programmes in the USA, where it's a really important time due to the legalisation of sports wagering across many states. So we're going to go into colleges and we're going to educate student athletes, both men and women, on the risks and the dangers of problem gambling, but also of sports betting integrity. And I think it's a really important time in the landscape in the US. We're really excited about getting started in what is a huge opportunity for EPIC Risk Management.